The year is 1989. The first episode of Sailor Moon is aired, and you can probably guess it blows up. Like, everywhere. And not to anyone's surprise, it's still here and it's just as relevant as it was 30 years ago. As a person who has watched 3 full seasons of Sailor Moon, I don't want to say that I'm a big fan of it, but I can see its appeal and why it can just instantly grab you and bring you on a wild adventure. Sailor Moon attracted an audience of millions worldwide, and it deserves that praise. And even if you're not a fan of the series, you gotta give where credit is due. Sailor Moon accomplished something that many other anime wish to accomplish. We can talk about Sailor Moon all day long here on this channel, but we have more important questions to ask. For example, where did Sailor Moon get so much of its success? Would you say that it's the deep but fragmented story or the strong cast of characters? Get that cliche garbage out of here. Where's the recycling bin? What if I told you that it was the fashion? Would you believe me? Sailor Moon had a way to attract people into watching their show weekly. And fashion is something that seems to be the factor that was overlooked the most. If you are a die-hard fan of Sailor Moon, you would know that in the original series, every character is wearing something different every episode without fail. You know, they could have just stuck to a single uniform and they probably would have been just fine, but hell to the no. The studio found a way to make the show stand out. Took that extra step and, well, look where it's at now. I mean, it's called Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon for a reason, and you best believe that everyone is going to look pretty. And they were thinking about this kind of stuff 30 years ago. That's crazy. Bear with me, guys. I know this is super weird, but Sailor Moon was my introduction to how important fashion plays when it comes to the success of an anime. I truly believe that Sailor Moon was one of the first within its industry to take a closer look as to why fashion is also a very important part of an anime. Anime that displayed extravagant clothing and a very unique fashion sense, or as we like to call it, drip. And before you think that the topic of fashion is uninteresting, I want you to take a look behind me. I know you guys aren't doing anything special right now. And while Sailor Moon introduced me to the world of anime fashion, I have to give all my gratitude towards modern anime for heightening my sense of fashion and, you know, allowing me to dress silly once in a while. I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs. Fashion in anime is very important. Modern anime can't exist without fashion. And the purpose of this video is to enlighten all you stinky, poopy, fashionless people why the world of fashion plays a very big role within the world of anime. Oh no, am I sitting on a rocking chair next to a fireplace on a cold night? I guess I gotta tell a story to bring the vibes up. Whatever shall I do? When I went to Anime Expo 2022, I was met with the Los Angeles heat and a very long wait time just to get into the convention. Oh my god, can we just talk about that day one experience? Ugh. But when you finally get inside, what you experience is And while my experience at Anime Expo was a roller coaster ride to say the least, the people who were cosplaying at that event went absolutely ham. If you're watching this, random Gojo cosplayer I took a picture of, your cosplay was good. I was shaking in my boots whenever I saw people cosplaying people I knew in anime. It was a surreal experience, that's for sure, that I will for certain never forget. But looking back at it now, I feel like the reason why I was fangirling over these cosplayers is that all of them emit a certain charm. You know, I asked myself, why was there a bigger abundance of My Hero, One Piece, or Demon Slayer cosplayers compared to the Bleach or Black Clover cosplayers, for example? And then it hit me, dude. Anime fashion needs to be marketable. It's hard to make a piece of clothing very simple but impactful that can make everyone collectively come together and say, hell yeah. In Japan, I think there's this unspoken rule to where an anime's success can be linked to how much it can impact modern fashion culture. Now, I'm not saying that fashion in anime is the end-all be-all, but I'm telling you that anime that also focuses on the fashion aspect tend to find more success than their competitors, plain and simple. Let me set the stage. Spring of 2019. Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 is being aired, and it's nothing short of great. Everything that AOT has been building up in the past 2 seasons was for this very season alone, and oh my god, did it deliver. At the time, I thought to myself, that's a wrap. This season cannot get any better than this. But guess who decides to turn its ugly head around the corner? Nobody saw Demon Slayer coming. It just so happened to appear out of nowhere and take AOT's spot as the most viewed anime of that season. Now, this isn't a debate of which anime is better. This is a debate of which franchise found the most success. And while both franchises found their own success, why is it that when Demon Slayer was airing, it was the most popular televised series in Japan? AOT came first before Demon Slayer. So why is it trailing behind Demon Slayer in terms of manga sales? Why do I see more Demon Slayer advertisements, cafes, marketable plushies than Attack on Titan? I mean, damn, bro. Do I have to say it again? The character design in Demon Slayer, from what they look like to what they wear, is simple, clean, and extremely fashionable. Before Demon Slayer even became an anime, I think the people who were reading it saw the potential in what Koyoharu Gotoge was doing with how he designed his characters. The dude knew his fashion, and it wasn't until when the anime actually came out was when the world realized that fashion in anime can actually dictate your level of success. POV, you are a Japanese company. Oh my god, you created an anime with a good story and good characters that look extremely marketable to the public? Money go yum yum. At the time, Demon Slayer was able to stand against the greats because of that extra attention that many other anime companies would bat an eye to. Success is shared but not equally shared. And if you do have that concrete story, sometimes all you need is that careful attention to the little things like its fashion to elevate it. Fashion can elevate it to a point where you can attract opportunities beyond than just having a successful anime. And the same thing can be said about anime characters wearing our style of clothing. It not only advertises the anime itself, but it also promotes creativity within the fashion world. And who knew that using anime characters would work so well? And that's why we also see a lot of anime collaborations with very big name fashion brands. Fashionable anime characters need to ask themselves 2 things. 1, can I rock my own fit? You know, the one that I was originally designed with. And 2, can I rock any other fit and will I still look more beautiful than any runway model? Hirohiro Araki might as well not call himself a mangaka anymore, because sometimes he would dedicate expeditions to only promote his sense of fashion through his successful manga and anime franchise. Like, dude, his mind is on another level. You might as well call Part 6 a fashion advertisement, because half of Jolene's group are just clothing references. The way he visioned things, oh my god, he makes me look homeless. Anime characters wearing our sense of fashion, our version of what we call streetwear, is nothing short of genius. Fashion is an excellent way to differentiate your work and at the end of the day, receive more public reciprocation and make it more memorable. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully your New Year's wasn't a stressful one. If you enjoyed this video or you enjoyed me, subscribe and leave a comment. I read them all. Now, if you need me, I'm going to be looking at anime fashion over the years. Peace.